They blow. They actually blow so much. They are trash, abysmal, pathetic. Every single thing that you could use negatively, every single negative word, I should say, that describes the New York Rangers right now. Rangers lose 5-3 to the New Jersey Devils. Yet again, another game against the Devils where I am losing my mind and going to explode. Last year, after the trade deadline, the Rangers turned it around. So maybe, just maybe the Rangers will turn around after this, right? No, I'm not buying anything at all. I don't care. They are what they are. And you know what they are? Not a good hockey team. That's what they are. They're not a good team. And every single thing from last year, throw it out the window because of the fact that Igor Shesterkin's not bailing them out like he did last year. It's that simple. It's that simple. They were trash all along. And Igor just masked all the issues that much. It's that simple. Igor had a rocky game today. If he had a game like he would last year, the Rangers might steal this game. Did they deserve to win it either way at that point? No. New Jersey absolutely annihilated the Rangers. And you know what? Maybe I was wrong about the Devils, by the way. The Devils absolutely look unreal, and they absolutely toyed with the Rangers tonight. Toyed with them. They played with their food. They're playing chess while the Rangers are playing checkers. Every single thing that you could use to describe the Devils right now is positive because they looked dominant tonight. And I credit both the Devils on this end, and I also think that there is definitely problems with the Rangers that we've addressed for weeks now. You blew a 2-goal lead. What is the point? Burn the whole no quit New York thing. What are you talking about here when you're blowing these leads non-stop? I'm sick of this. Watching this team right now is a chore. At least during the rebuild, hey, they're rebuilding. Let's look out for X player and see how they do each and every night. Let's look out for the little things, see what they can build off and improve on. Now, you made the conference finals. Your expectations are through the roof. And right now, they are not who we thought they were. They aren't. And it's sad to say. You got fooled, I got fooled, we all got fooled. So, before we jump further into it, leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans. Devil fans can have a field day with this. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload a video next. The only reason the Rangers look good in that third period is because of the fact that the Devils gave them like 10 power plays. I mean, seriously. Did the Rangers do anything 5-on-5 to your satisfaction today? I don't think so. Oh, my bad. The first 5 minutes of this game, right? Because let's talk about that. First 5 minutes of the game go just so beautifully. And it looked like the Rangers were actually going to do it. And it looked like they actually came out to compete today. Artemi Panarin scores a goal, something we haven't seen in a dozen games at this point, from Hedl and Miller. Wow, new line combinations. This Hedl-Panarin thing we maybe could get used to. That looked great. Mika Zibanejad scoring at 5-on-5 from Kreider and Trouba. Okay, all right, now we're talking maybe. That Panarin goal was beautiful, by the way. How about him actually shooting the puck for once? Nice little 2-on-1 action. And then Zibanejad, the Rangers scoring on a rebound. I never thought I'd see that day come again. And then, just like they always do, foot off the gas. And the Rangers just... The rest of the game was an atrocity. It was an atrocity. The Tatar goal, Igor's got to have that one. Sorry. He's got to have that one. It's a weak backhander on goal. You got to have that. Sharangovich ended up tying it at 2. I think this is the play. Oh, yeah. This is the play where Jacob Trouba at the blue line just gives it right to Jesper Boqvist, and the Devils end up cycling it through, and Sharangovich ends up scoring on this play. That's what that one was. My bad. How could I forget that? They got dominated. And I think this was the same period, too, when Jacob Trouba, speaking of which, tries to throw a hit And you know what he does? He flies himself right into the boards. I love that we're providing great content for all these hockey pages on Instagram, Twitter, and everything. I love nothing more than seeing everybody prey on the Rangers' downfall, everybody talk negatively, and post these clips about the Rangers because we are this atrocious and because everybody hates us. It is a great time right now, isn't it? Oh, another thing that I saw posted, speaking of which, this year, Igor Shesterkin has allowed 4+ goals at MSG 4 times in 5 games. You know how many times he did that last year? 2 times. 2. There is a problem with Igor right now, too. And I defend the guy, but holy crap. Tonight, he wasn't good enough. Got shot 13-11 in that period. Trash. You took your foot way too far off the gas after that goal. Not a lot of shots at all. Nothing going for them. He sure had a couple chances also as well. Igor robbed them on those. Second period comes around and again, awful. Terrible defense here. Jack Hughes just blows by. Not even blows by. He's behind Lingard and Fox. No awareness whatsoever. Comes in for a breakaway. Goes 5-hole on Igor. Didn't even get a lot on that shot. Another one Igor probably should have had. 3-2 game. It was inevitable Jack Hughes was scoring this game. I mean, anyone could have predicted that one. The only thing that's surprising is that Nico Hischier didn't score this game. And then Michael McLeod ends up scoring one as well. Believe this is another one that Igor probably could have had if I remember this one correctly. But again, poor defense as well. This one, it went off the post or the crossbar from Miles Wood. Then it was a rebound opportunity. Zach Jones just doesn't clear it. So my bad. That was the defense, not him. But you know what we hear after that goal either way? Igor. In our own building. How do you feel that you spent money if you're a Ranger fan on that one, huh? Sick to my stomach. The fact that we had to hear Igor get taunted in our own building. Sad. You're pathetic. They got outshot 20-10. Third period rolls along. And they get power play after power play after power play. And they don't score until Vinny Trocheck does. As he gets a rebound in front. Buries it. Ryder and Fox with the assist. Woohoo. Took you long enough. Rangers pull the goalie. Barclay Goodrow out on the ice for whatever reason. Yet again. In a last-minute situation. What do the Rangers do? Play along the perimeters. Get nobody to the middle of the ice. No pucks to the middle of the ice. And New Jersey ends up getting the empty netter. Sharangovich with it. 5-3 loss. There you go. You want that quick little recap? Because I don't feel like talking about anything else. I'm drained. You outshot them 17-5 in the third period, but you made it look ugly. Because how many of those shots did he pepper on goal? And how many of it was on the power play? Shots 38-38. Who cares? Faceoff dot 60-40 for the Devils. No surprise there. Hits 24-12. Woo! They out hit their opponent, everybody. Grit, baby. 12 giveaways for the Rangers, 8 for the Devils. So, what do we do? What do we talk about next? Because I hate it here. Want to talk about lines? Oh, let's talk about lines. Because I don't even know what the lines are nowadays. Because 1 minute, you have what we started the game with. You had the top line with Kreider, Zibanejad, VC back on it. Then you had Panarin, Hedl, Kakko, Laffy with Goody and Trocheck. And then the fourth line, you have Blay, Carpenter, and Goche. That line stayed the same. Top line stayed the same. But for whatever reason, throw the lines, throw the names into the blender, and see what you get. And see what you get, because that's what Gallant likes to do. And Barclay Goodrow back in the top six. Vinny Trocheck back with Artemi Panarin. The kid line back together does nothing. Because let's resort to the kid line every time. When everything's failing, the kid line has our back, right? You want positives? Panarin played good. 5 shots on goal. That's something we're not accustomed to. He's at least shooting more. Another positive. I think the list ends there. Yeah, the list ends there. Goche had 5 minutes of ice time. 5 minutes. 5! One of your more effective forwards got 5 minutes of ice time. Almost drew a penalty. Was actually playing with care, speed. One of the only guys that actually gives it his all every shift. You play him 5 minutes tonight. Right, Gallant. He knows better than we do. Laffy took a dumb penalty yet again. Who knows where that could have led, because the Rangers ended up drawing a penalty within the same sequence. Maybe could have got a power play, maybe another goal. Who cares? But he didn't get a lot of ice time, as he shouldn't, because he blew tonight and because of the fact that he took that stupid penalty. 2 games in a row, you're taking a dumb penalty in the offensive zone, really? Unacceptable. Trocheck had a decent game. He made a nice play to break up that little 2-on-1 coming the other way. Couple shots on goal. He actually had a pretty good game. Kreider, bleh. I mean, 2 apples have never looked so ugly. He was useless tonight. Outside throwing a hit on Nico Hischier. Combining my words there. Whatever. I don't care. Barclay Goodrow. Why are we forcing him into a role that doesn't suit him? Why is he making $3.6 million when we could be paying Frank Vatrano that? When we could be just stashing out a little more dough to Pavel Buchnevich, that, 2 guys that we had there that actually belonged in the top 6. Why are we forcing Barclay Goodrow into a role he doesn't fit in? Anybody have answers? Because I don't. Carpenter, abysmal, yet again. He needs to be out of the lineup, and Kravtsov needs to be back in. Simple as that. Not going to harp too much there. Kakko, pretty invisible tonight. Didn't do anything good, didn't do anything bad. Just was invisible. Jimmy Vesey, same sort of deal, although he actually did a couple things that you notice. He made a nice little defensive play. I think it was in the second. No, it wasn't the second. I think it was the first period, actually. One of the periods, he made a nice defensive play. Outside of that, nothing great from him. Hedl had a good game playing with Panarin, and then they broke that up for whatever reason. For what? I don't know. But I thought Hedl actually had a pretty decent game. Sammy Blais with his 7 minutes of ice time. Why is he playing? Like, why is Buddy playing if he's going to get 7 minutes of ice time? What happened to... So, go on. You got so defensive when you were getting asked about Kravtsov, right? You're saying, oh, who are we going to take out of the lineup? We like our 4th line. Where was your 4th line tonight? Go on. Where were they? With their 7 minutes, 5 minutes of ice time? You are a joke. And then Mika. Congrats to him on a 5-on-5 goal. Got dominated in the faceoff dot and missed quality opportunities on a couple of his shots. Good for you, though, I guess, for those shots on goal. Gallant has no idea what he's doing right now. It's laughable. And then the defense, Lindgren and Fox were not good at all. Letting guys behind them, they weren't good. Fox had to log 30 minutes, though, tonight because of the fact that, well, number one, he had 7 minutes on the power play. Number two, you had to play him because everybody else blows. Lindgren wasn't that great tonight. Miller and Trouba, I think I could just say their names. And I think that's enough. Miller actually had a pretty good game, in my opinion. But his defensive partner, the captain of this team, somehow, the captain of this team, oh boy. Oh boy with him. And then Schneider and Jones. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention Trouba taking that stupid interference penalty as well. And Schneider and Jones, they got 10 minutes of ice time. Looked awful on that fourth goal. But they're probably the best D pair still of the night. And then Igor didn't have it tonight. Sad to say, but he didn't. So, I don't know. I don't even know what to say next because what does it matter? What does it matter? If Gallant's not on the hot seat, I don't know what jury's watching and doing, especially if you lose back-to-back to the Ottawa Senators coming up, lose to the Chicago Blackhawks coming up. Hey, by the way, did I mention we still have one of the toughest schedules in the NHL left? Great. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. A bag skate needs to happen. And my doubts with this core just grow more and more. And again, I don't want to hear from people defending. I do not want to hear they made the conference finals last year. How could you give up on this core so quickly? It's been 1 year. How long has Zibanejad, Kreider, Panarin, Trouba been here? Those four in particular. How long have those four been here? Sorry. It's been longer than you think. Longer than you remember. Let's see what everyone on Twitter has to say. We got a lot of replies tonight. This is going to be fun. NYR Enthusiast says, sellers at the deadline. Who are you selling off? Who are you selling off? Philip Hedl? No. You want to keep him around? Jones? Okay. Maybe you might as well if you're going to sit him in the press box more nights than not. But who are you selling off? Unless someone's willing to waive their no trade clause. Who are we selling? I seriously can't even think of a name. Outside of maybe Sammy Blais, if a team wants Sammy Blais. So, and Ryan Carpenter. So, okay, you'll get a 4th and a 7th round pick maybe for those two. What are you selling? I don't know. I don't know about that. You could sell, but it doesn't do anything. You are stuck with this core. That is the issue here. You're stuck. Soil says, how many angels can dance on the head of a pin? Someone give the answer. Matthew says, rock bottom. Where do we go from here? Gallant gone, Trouba demoted. Trade? I don't know anymore. I'm just going to say watching Houston, he sure plays how Laugh and Kakko should be playing. I literally don't understand how you can have the year you did last year and get all hype for this year, and this is all you got. Well, like I said earlier, I mean, they fooled all of us, right? They were masked completely by Igor. It's that simple. And I thought down the stretch, hey, they played better hockey. I thought in that Carolina series, hey, they played better hockey. Parts of the Tampa series, They played better hockey. And I thought, okay, let's carry that over. Maybe we'll do pretty solid this year. But no, they fooled you. They fooled me. And clearly Igor Shesterkin, being how he was the only reason why. That's clearly it. There's no other way around it. That's how you've hit rock bottom. He's not Superman this year. He's not invincible this year. So it's just that simple. And when it comes to Hughes and Heischer, yeah. Again, I say it every video. I'm jealous watching those two play. Meanwhile, Laffy's taking boneheaded penalties in the third period in the offensive zone. Meanwhile, Kakko isn't doing much of anything noticeable. And in terms of Gallant gone, yeah, I wish. At this point, you need to send some sort of message, so why not? And Trouba, I wish you could trade him. But you gave him a no movement clause for all 7 years of the contract. Oh, don't worry. It becomes a modified soon. Whatever. BD3 says send Trouba to the moon. Also, not opposed to a rebuild. But where are you rebuilding? What are you rebuilding? And how are you rebuilding when the guy at the very, very, very top of the organization is not going to allow that after we just went through a rebuild? You think Dolan's going to tolerate another rebuild? Nope. No. No, he is not. No, he is not. Which is why I'm surprised Gallant still has his job right now, speaking of Dolan. But he's not going to allow a rebuild. And again, where do you start with a rebuild? You can't trade Panarin. You can't trade Kreider. You can't trade Zibanejad. And you can't trade Trouba. You're not moving Fox. Where do you start with a rebuild, man? Like, as easy as that answer sounds, you're stuck with this core because of the moronic contracts that were given out. That's just the reality of the situation, unfortunately. But I think they do need to retool. That's for sure. Not necessarily rebuild, but retool. Kazoo says the sad part about being a fan of this team is you can't celebrate when they score. You can only hope that they keep the lead. You can't play 10 minutes and expect a win. Nailed it perfectly. Thank you. This is the perfect comment. Yes. You can't be excited when this team takes a lead. After they took a 2-goal lead, when they scored that second goal, I gave a little clap on the couch. Normally, I'm standing, I'm pumping my fist, I'm going crazy. Now it's like, all right, let's see if you can keep it up and keep the lead. And yeah, 10 minutes. That's all they give you every night. And it's not enough. Not. Black Dog RVA says, Python, you're a good man for doing these videos. Saw some things I liked tonight, but ultimately too much of the same old. I'm a big fan. I'm a big Trouba fan, but he needs to get his swagger back. Looks like he's going to cry in these interviews. Yikes. Well, thank you for the first part, because making these videos when they're losing. Oh boy. The 2021 season. I'm getting flashbacks. Please don't make me go through this again. We're only 20-something games in. I can't sit through 82. That at least was a shortened season. You're going to make me sit through 82 of these? But I'll do what I have to. Either way. When it comes to things that you liked, yeah, there were some things, if we're going to talk positively, there were a couple things to like. That, like, Panarin's game. There was also just a couple times that I thought they actually looked good on some opportunities when it came to moving their feet more, getting some speed going that we haven't seen in the past. And yeah, and then you go on saying, we want to play like the Devils. That's a great idea. Say like you want to play like your opponent before you play them. Smart idea. But in terms of you being a Trouba fan, I mean, it must be tough for you right now because he looks awful. And I don't know, swagger back. I don't know if he's had his swagger since coming over to New York, but yeah, he does look like he's going to cry. And then him getting his stick knocked out of his hand by Leon Draisaitl last game. Ah, great. How funny was that? Another thing that we had to see all over Twitter and Instagram. Or choking there for some reason. Zalo says, Igor getting taunted by the loud Devil fans was embarrassing. Our power play still sucks. Don't care if they scored. Agree there. Trouba is a clown. Our coach isn't fit to coach. They need to stop overplaying Fox. He played over 28 minutes. Disappointed again. Was surprised that we even got 2 goals in the first, but wasn't surprised that we blew it so quickly. Hito made some nice plays tonight, but bro is a turnover machine. Goche looking solid, even though he got like 10 seconds of ice time. You nailed it too. You nailed it too. Yeah, Igor getting taunted. Not fun. Not at all. The power play, yeah. The power play sucks. At times I wish we could just decline these penalties because what's the point of watching the power play when they're just a stationary group right there? That's his team, right? They're just a stationary group. Like, it's like Gallant tells them, yeah, stand here, and just hope something happens, right? That's all that they do. They're just a stationary team. They don't hunt the puck down. They don't play aggressive. They don't play with speed. They don't do anything. They kind of just are there. They're kind of just there. They show up to the rink and it's like, yeah, this is what we have to do to make our million. So, yeah, the power play is abysmal. Trouba, yeah, awful. And the coach, yeah, Gallant. Dan Bilesma, can we get you on the phone here? Barry Trotz, anyone on the phone here? I can't watch this anymore. This team needs a disciplinarian, and now. These guys are not being held accountable. The coach isn't holding himself accountable. And I'm sure the coach said they played well, which we'll look at the quotes quickly after this because, oh boy, I'm sure there's going to be fun quotes from there. And yeah, when it comes to Hedel, yeah, I agree that he played well, but he does turn the puck over way too much. You're not wrong there whatsoever. And Goche, yeah, he didn't get enough ice time. Agree. He needs to get more. And it's a problem. Barry Trotz is trending on Twitter right now. Wonder why. And then Denisa says, if this game isn't further proof that Gallant is a major problem in motivating and helping this team enough, I don't know what is. Completely agree there. He doesn't motivate the team, and he doesn't systematically have anything going for this team. This team just is running around like a bunch of headless chickens night in and night out, and it's sad to watch. So, that is going to be it for me. Let's quickly see if Gallant said anything stupid, but Igor put the game on himself if we want to take anything away there. He said that he didn't play well enough, and he's ashamed. Yeah, I mean, he didn't play well enough. Good for him. He's the only one holding himself accountable while the other idiots aren't. The only one. Jacob Trouba gonna continue to say the same garbage. Then you're gonna have the same idiot leaders, Kreider, Zibanejad. There's no captain. It's the same idiots saying the same garbage every night. We're gonna go through another decade plus of watching a goaltender hold himself accountable night in and night out and try to bail this team out. Is that what we're gonna do? Or are we going to find someone to get the garbage together and actually get this team to play quality hockey for once? Because it's a joke. It's such a joke. We're really going to do this again? Have our goalie try to win us a cup? Yet again? It's wild. Wild. You watch all those Henrik Lundqvist years and learn nothing from it. Nothing. Chris Drury was part of those teams. Did you learn nothing? Glenn Sather has to be having an input here. Or Chris Drury just is Glenn Sather 2.0. I don't know which it is. You learn nothing from the past decade plus. If management, Dolan, whoever hasn't learned from that, oh boy. Oh boy. Until Dolan sells the team. Oh, boy. Oh, wow. We're in for a wild one, aren't we? We are in for multiple decades of misery. Half a century, maybe? Oh my god, this is so much worse than we think. This is so much worse than we think. I should not, after an Eastern Conference Finals run, be sitting here at game 23, is it, in the regular season? This miserable? But here we are. But here we are. This is what we're going to sit through. Because nobody cares enough. Because nobody's good enough. Except for the goalie. This is so bad. This is so bad. Wow. So, that is now it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. I am broken completely. Congratulations, New Jersey Devils, and to your fans. You guys have absolutely broke me tonight. So, hope you guys got what you wanted. People on Twitter wanted me to rip them a new one. I hope you got what you wanted, especially at the end there. So, yeah, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching this. If you did enjoy, leave a like on it. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans. Gonna suffer through all 82 games. Don't worry. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload a video next. And I will see you guys in the next one.